All right, so I do not have a film study for Jordan Davis for this one because I've already talked about Jordan Davis and I've already made a film study about him. I am a bit lower on him than most, which is why I decided to already put the film study out now, and now I can, not touch on that too much and talk about just the strategy in general with this pick. Listen. The Eagles clearly very much value guys who can be rotational players and defensive linemen who are great at certain things. And that's always kind of been my thought with Jordan Davis is kind of, it's a positive and a negative. I think he's kind of, to some degree, just a one-trick pony. But that trick is amazing. That trick is fantastic. He's great at that one trick. So there's some endurance issues. He typically, it's like, is he going to play more than 300 snaps? Like that's a legitimate concern with him. But what isn't a concern is can he be a good run stuffing guy who you have to put two guys on in the running game? Like he's going to be that guy. And with him next to Fletcher Cox, that's really exciting. So, and to trade up, I'm typically not a huge fan of trading up just in general, unless you're getting a quarterback. But at the same time, like if you like this guy, I can see the logic behind it. There certainly is a high ceiling with Jordan Davis. And for the Eagles, you have this extra draft capital. So wide receivers are already kind of getting taken off the board. There's been a run at wide receivers. So that's a position they could have gone. I think it makes sense to not go there and instead hang back and get Jordan Davis. So again, there's other guys I liked more. Like I like Devontae Wyatt more. But for the Eagles, I think that this is one of those situations where I actually like this fit. And as someone who is lower on Davis, I still feel like if he is going to work out, it's going to be in a situation like this where they're not going to ask him to be an 1,000 snap guy, right? Like they're not going to ask him to do that. They're just going to say, hey, do what you're great at, which probably would work out pretty well. So as a whole, I kind of like this. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I kind of like this move. I think it makes some sense. And again, the Eagles really care about defensive line. I mean, that's like, I think their top 4 or 5 cap hits are defensive linemen. And now to go out and spend a 13th overall pick, they trade up to get a defensive lineman. But, it has worked out well. And if they want to play 2 safeties deep, which they want to do, you got to have guys who can stop the run. Davis can do that. So again, not the move I would have made, but I see the logic behind it and don't hate it. So that's what I think about this. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.